Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no.
I've got your back.
No adventures, no theatrics, no
What do you want me to
feet
carry?
chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Thank you so much for trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Till next time.
It means so much to us to have the claw back.
I'm
where it
right behind
belongs.
you. What do you want me to carry? You lead. I'll follow.
Stay away if I were you. I'm on my way to a giant camp, and I can't guarantee those beasts won't think you're part of the offering. Keep your distance, and you shouldn't have anything to worry about. The cow, of course. Others do it differently. But I found that an annual offering usually keeps the giants away from our livestock. Some think it's superstition, but I believe it works. I've yet to have a giant kill any of my livestock. It's tradition. We mark the animal as a way to let the giants know we're giving it to them willingly. Sort of a peace offering. It's tradition. We mark the animal as a way to let the giants know we're giving it to them willingly. Sort of a peace offering. I have everything under control. Thanks for offering. Thanks. And take care of yourself now.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
from the dung.
Cause trouble in Whiterun and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. What is it?
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now,
You have a visitor.
Let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Ah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
Ascended to the flesh to rule Elm. Spirit. Very idea is in
Did you raise your prices, Carlotta?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. If it's work you need, take a look. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Lucky for you, that was just
I'll show
sitting
you
there
to
for
your
the
room,
taking.
right this way.
Oh, did you need something?
Let me know if there's anything else you need. Oh, Sadia. Just a reminder.
The gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the Jarl. On behalf of my thank you.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're stealing.
still here somewhere. Crocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover, and make every arrow count!
Report to me, dragon!
Get back!
Still here? What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried? That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. Look, you've already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her. I ain't done nothing.
Ismail, you did it! You killed the dragon. There's been talk amongst the gods. You're a dragon. They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn? Not just the men. The Greybeards seem to think the same thing. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Did he now? The man is persistent, I'll give him that. I suppose it's time I give him an answer. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun?
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Prey waits.
I'm of a mind with Irileth. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man. Or march his stormcloaks up to the gates.
He'll do no such thing. A dagger in the back is all you could expect.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King. But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his stormcloaks
Dragons I
to
can
do
handle.
it for him.
But this talk of dragons?
True. He's already
World
proven
gone mad, I
his personal
say.
strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
It seems cowardly.
Was it cowardly then to accept the white gold concordat?
This again. That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. The Jarls weren't asked. We were told. And we had to like it.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Damn it! This isn't about gold!
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious. But so am I.
Finally.
So about this axe. You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer. Make sure he gets it. Proventus, bring me my pen. And the good parchment.
Are we writing a letter, Lord?
Yes, to General Tullius. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires of his.
What is it? Dragons?
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Until next time. Long life to you.
We are but minds, writhing in the field.
It's a shame, isn't it?
What do you need?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolde. Of course.
The security. Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
What can I get you? Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Maybe.
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, I'm not quite a...
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone's obsessed with magic.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Windhelm's a bit cold for my tastes. And I ain't talking about the weather. You're not from Wind...
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn from High
In a world of fools, you stand out above the rest.
What could it mean?
Stay away from the Oratino residence. The place is cursed. My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family Warhammer stolen.
Speak with
the Empire
Ulfric.
thinks it holds
He's
Valkyrie
expecting
from
word
us,
from Whiterun.
but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades. It means you have the dragon blood. You have an inborn ability to use your voice the way dragons do. The old tales tell of dragonborn heroes who slew dragons and took their power. It seems those tales are true, with the dragons returning, and now dragonborn appearing. Maybe the Greybeards know what it all means. I know more than most. I trained with the Greybeards at High Hrothgar when I was a boy. The Way of the Voice is an ancient, spiritual form of magic in which you project your vital essence into a thume, or shout. Most people would need to train for years before they could even attempt a single shout. The Dragonborn is different. You have an inborn ability to shout, the same way dragons are said to. They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the Way of the Voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. I studied with them when I was young. They taught me how to shout. Yes, they chose me when I was just a lad. It was a great honor, of course. I was to become a Greybeard myself. I spent almost 10 years at High Hrothgar, learning the Way of the Voice. Then the Great War came. I couldn't stand missing it. I often think about High Hrothgar. It's very disconnected from the troubles down here. But that's why I couldn't stay, and why I couldn't go back. I suppose the Greybeards care about Skyrim's troubles, in their way. But I needed to do something about it. I'm sure Arngir would call it one of my failings. Yes, the oldest and most powerful, although he may not seem so. I doubt he's forgiven me for leaving. And for, well, for what he'd consider blasphemy. Using shouts for anything but worship of Kinnereth. You're Dragonborn. The rules don't apply to you. You can shout the way dragons do, without training, through inborn instinct. They always hope to teach the Dragonborn to respect the way of the voice as they do. They never fully succeed. You'll have to make your own decision. It's a beautiful philosophy, but outside the seclusion of High Hrothgar, I was never able to hold to it. Then I was wrong about him. You're right, Galmar.
Again?
I'm in no mood to joke.
Give the word, my lord.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Whiterun is only a means to an end.
I've toured our camps. We're ready, Ulfric. Whenever you are.
Is any man ever ready to give the order that will mean the deaths of many?
No, but neither is every man able to give that order when he must. But you are that man, Ulfric. You've been that man before, and you'll be him again. And these men and women, they call themselves Stormcloaks because they believe in you. They are the meanest, toughest sons of bitches Skyrim has to offer. And they want this. They want this as much as you do. Perhaps they want it more.
You're certain we're ready? Whiterun's army will no doubt be bolstered with legionnaires. And those walls around Whiterun are old.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
And I might be old myself, but I'll kick those damn walls down with my bare feet, if you would only ask me to do it.
Ha! I'm sure you could do it too. All right. This is it.
Yes!
Send the word. A new day is dawning, and the sun rises over Whiterun.
Aye, and the sons of Skyrim will greet that dawn, teeth and swords flashing.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Make haste to our camp in Whiterun. I want you on the front lines. I have a feeling about you. Your place is on that battlefield. I need you there. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
Dunmer gets their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. The conscious bit of a tavern.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear there's whole...
This is it, men! They say that our cause is false, and that we are nothing more than thieves, thugs, and murderers. But no! We are farmers! Craftsmen! We are sons and... daughters of some people! Maidservants and soldiers! We are the sons and daughters of Skyrim! And we have come this far because our cause is true, because we fight as one, and because our hearts are bursting with anger! What we do here today, we do for our country, for all the true Nords of Skyrim! Whiterun's walls are tall, but they are old and crumbling, like the Empire whose legion lines them. They've barricades to block us, but we'll tear through them, and the Imperials behind them! Our objective is the drawbridge. If we can find a way to drop it, the city will be ours! Everyone on me! Let's show these Imperial milk drinkers what true Nords look like! There they are! In
the window! No more! I yield! I yield!
You're outmatched.
Right. End it. For the glory of fire!
You're outmatched.
Do your worst! For the Emperor!
Enjoy your life.
Right. End it.
Enjoy your last breath.
Somebody help!
Do something.
Hawks under Empire! I got some guy, John. You'll have to come and get it.
You're outmatched.
Yeah! That your best, huh? Yeah! Send Ulfric my regards! Now you're mine!
Too late for that, don't you think?
Stay back, Lord.
I'll be dead. If I let this rat take my city without facing my own sword.
Protect the Jarl with your lives!
It's enough.
I knew it!
Surrender. I surrender. Peace. Everyone stand. That's an order. Stand down!
Mercy!
No more! I yield! I yield!
Somebody help!
Kill him!
I'm going to find whoever did this.
What happened?
Hey, someone do
This should be
something.
good.
A fight! What happened?
We showed those Imperials what real Nords are made of.
Get over to Wendhelm. Tell Ulfric of our victory here.
I'm going to find whoever did this. Get him! Kill him!
I'm on your side! Huh?
Get over to Wendhelm. Tell Ulfric of our victory here.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Scratch!
The Imperials think we need their laws.
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you? Get him! Kill him! Favor a steel sword, do you? Good choice for slashing or stabbing. This should be good.
Huh?
I'm getting out of here. God might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn. A fight. Watch it! Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Good job out there. Glad you were with us.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's corridor. You're the one, Castle. No more. A fight.
Watch it!
Vignar Greyman.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. A fight.
Vignar Greyman. Your family was noticeably absent from the walls. Now I know.
Come back! Here.
You have no place in Whiterun anymore. Someone there?
If we kill the dragon once, we can do it again. With your help, of course.
But mark my words, old man. In the days to come, Ulfric will spread his rebellion thin. And what then? We need the Empire as much as it needs us. We Nords are the Empire. Our blood built it. Our blood sustains it. You, of all people, should know that.
Whoever I damn well pleased. You wish to see an empire without Talos? What was that?
Should be good.
Tell me, Vignar, was all this worth it? How many of those corpses lining our streets wear the faces of men who once called you friend? What about their families?
Enough! Both of you! There is a burning city out there that needs a government. He's right. Galmar, come. Let us restore order.
This isn't over. You hear me, you old fool? This isn't over. And you, a Stormcloak. I thought better of you. You'll all come to regret this day.
Get over to Windhelm. Tell Ulfric of our victory here.
We sure showed them.
Careful if you cross the river to the east.
We showed those Imperials what real Nords are made of.
Still here. What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then. What do you need? Okay, got it. Anything else? What do you need? Okay, got it. All right. We heading out? Let's get going.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Be out there fighting the Imperials.
south of here and...
We've driven the Imperials out of Whiterun. This is good. Very good. We now control the center. It's a powerful position. One I aim to keep. We'll call you Ice Veins now. For the thick blood of our land has seeped into your heart. Here, take this. It's an Imperial officer's sword. A fitting weapon to use against our enemy. I suspect you'll be of greater use to us with greater freedom. So you're free to engage the Imperials as you see fit. But I also want you to find our hidden camp in Falkreath. Galmar will have special tasks for you, and will need you when we liberate the capital. You'll be doing whatever Galmar tells you to do, and causing as much mayhem as possible for the Empire and any Jarl who supports them. Talos guide you.
The Empire.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thune be taught like any skill?
No lollygagging. The Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. Why they can't just call it a tavern is beyond me.
Spare coin for a poor old woman.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
I ask only for a little charity.
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these Gawkers if they saw anything useful.
Spare a few coins to
I'm
help
going to
someone
examine the
who's
body
got
before the
nothing.
rats can get to it.
Always sad when someone has to die.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we...
This is a shame. No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
What do you need?
Always sad when someone has
Another one. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Staying safe, I hope. Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. I'll need to talk to your Leaf, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
If those Whiterun guards...
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Everything all right?
You all right? You look like you might be sick.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend my time making more of them. And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I? Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over. You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my... Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
You're like me, huh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
A few scepters for my supper is all I ask.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly. I've got your back. What do you want me to carry? You lead. I'll follow. Huh?
The Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts us all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful. I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Trouble? My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives. They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
What is it? Dragons?
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well. or at least have heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lourdes of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
Trouble? It's... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Got some fresh baked bread. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
We drink to our youth. To the days.
I once killed 6 men single-handed. I rescue my brothers in arms from ambushed by the Imperial patrol.
Careful! Vampire! Do something!
A fight!
Help! I'm getting out.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
Smart woman. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to
I'm not much of a strategist, but Izmir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us, and the Empire will fall to its knees in fear. They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. Take care.
If you have any news of the Western Poles, take it to Ulfric immediately. You did.
Yeren is a fine house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep if you're interested.
I once killed 6 men single-handedly. I rescued my brothers in arms from Imperial patrol. You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash! Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septims say I can punch you back where you came from.
2 septims for my supper is all I ask.
All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what they're made of.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
That's the best you can do.
Yeah!
No! He's on the big one!
Yeah! Yeah!
Kind of low, please.
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah. Here. Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. When I'm in Whiterun, I always visit the Guild Green. Never hurts to pay your respects to Lady. I can take you to...
The warm sand
Do you see?
elsewhere
Take a
is
look.
far away from here.
Take a look.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Gal like you needs a war horse, I suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Ride strong.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any...
That's close enough. That's close enough.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Stop!
us become their slaves as the... become slaves to the Thalmor. I will not live as a slave, nor will I die as one. When we have reclaimed our homeland from the Imperials, we will take the fight to the Thalmor. They are the true enemy, make no mistake. You're going to Fort Newgrad. They have some of our boys locked up there, but with a little luck, we can turn that to our advantage. I've sent some men to scout out the area. Meet them. See if you can't find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They'll never suspect an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done? We all have faith in you.
Keep your eyes open.
Just need one good haul.
Time for you to die. You start running so I can stab you in the back.
I have nothing to say to you. Now move along, or I'll order my guards to attack.
Well, well, look who it is. How have you been? These are dark days. But at least we know we're doing our part to make things better, eh? I guess I'm doing all right. I need this to go well. This is my first real command since they promoted me after Whiterun. You know, some nights when I close my eyes, I see the battle stretched out before me, like I'm still there. Do the men you killed haunt you? Mine do. I suppose you're right. They say it gets easier. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do. We found a cave under the lake. With luck, it'll lead into the prison. I need you to sneak in there and free our men, killing anyone inside as you go. Once you've rescued the prisoners, head out to the courtyard. We'll stand guard out here, and rush in as soon as we hear fighting. Talos preserve you.
Stay sharp.
me out of here! Get me out of here! The guard has the key. Get me out of here! Hey! Get me out of here! Hurry! Hurry! Get me out of here! The guard has the key. Burn them! Do your worst!
Still here? What do you want me to carry? You lead. I'll follow.
Hurry!
Hey. Thanks.
Let's teach these bastards a lesson.
Last but not least. Let's go! Thanks. I thought I was going to rot in here. So, what's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? Great work. Get back and report our success. I'll stay here and clean up the mess. Glad you were here. Couldn't have done it without you. What's the plan? I don't think Kalmar even knows my name. Probably because I'm not the Dragonborn. Good. I've got a few scores to settle. I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces. Keep your eyes open.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Yes, actually. You look like you're lousy with gold. I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me. Until next time.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Forever. Phil.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman, yourself.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
I'm proud we liberated Falkreath from the Empire. In many ways, it's the heart and soul of Skyrim, not to mention its rather strategic position. Some brothers have taken to calling you Bonebreaker, evidence of your ferocity and determination, a fitting name. So we shall all call you thus. The war demands so much from us, and we give all we have to it and to the people. But I've kept a little something to offer you in appreciation. Please take this on behalf of all the brothers and sisters. And I need capable and loyal warriors close at hand. So I'd like to offer you a home in Wenhel. Speak with my steward, who'll make the arrangements. Get over to our camp in the Reach. They need every able body they can muster. For Skyrim!
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.